So many of us are skeptical when it comes to cheap lights. That's why I'm making this video to help you decide whether this light is the right choice. Before I begin the video, I'd just like to say that this video is not sponsored. These are my honest thoughts, and the product was sent in exchange for a review video. So with that said, let's see what comes in the box. All right, so this is what I received today. It's called the ZGRL-80. It's a 60 watts light that is a battery powered light. So pretty interesting. They sent this over for a brief review. But for now, let's do a quick unboxing and see what this unit have. Right, let's get this open. Instruction manual. We don't need that. So this is the light. Pretty small. It's very compact. It's plasticky, little softy diffusion, and a reflector. Inside this should be the DC cable that you attach to the light. And next we have the handle, pretty small. So we get this 1/4 inch thread, so you can put your light like that. And the handle detaches itself, so you can just use the handle and carry the light like so. Pretty interesting. So that is it. Pretty simple. Nothing special in the box. This is what you get. First of all, let's test the light. All right, let's see if this light actually works. You know, a lot of people might be wondering if the Chinese company lights are trustworthy. You might even wonder, how is it possible to make a light that is this affordable? Let's test it out. Let's bring out the USB-C cable, plug it in, and the USB Type-C. As you can see, it lights up. Okay, it says it is charging right now, so let's turn this unit on. Voila. Okay, the right knob seems to be the control knob for the bicolor, so you get 2800 to up to about 7500. That's pretty unique. Most bicolor lights usually go to 6500. This goes to up to 75, so that's good. And this seems to be the dimmer. When you press here, that seems to be the effects. So this have about 8 effects, I think. Yeah, it does have 8 effects. So this is the police light probably. And to exit out the menu, I think you just have to twist the control knobs and you're good to go. Seems to be working well. Let's do a testing of the fan noise. Yeah, the fan noise does exist. And when you put your hand near the light, I'm really sensing the fan power. So the fan is actually working, so you don't really have to worry about, heating issues. So that's that. And usually for a light like this, it comes with a protector case, but unfortunately for this unit, there isn't a protective case that comes with it. So just be cautious not to be touching the light fixture itself. Yeah, there's a 1/4 inch thread right here, so you can just mount that in. Okay, pretty solid. So nothing bad so far. And yeah, that's the unit. All right, so that was the unboxing video. Now let's move on to a comparison video where we compare the ZGRL with a Nanlite Forza 60. All right, so here are the comparison video of the ZGRL-80 and Nanlite Forza 60. Both are 60 watt light at about 50% intensity and 5600 Kelvin. But the first thing we could notice against these two lights is the color temperature. On the website, the ZGRL says that the CRI is over 96, but to my eye, the ZGRL has a bit more magenta tone to it. Now, I'm not sure if this is something that they intended to do, because over time when the light wears out, the light actually turns green. So I'm not sure if that's something that they intended, but personally, I'd rather have something that's a bit more magenta than green in my lights. But as you can tell, Nanlite shows a great perfect white tone, and the ZGRL has a bit more magenta tone to it. Now let's compare the fan noise. Alright, we'll be testing the fan noise of the ZGRL. So as you can tell the difference, the noise from the Nanlite and the ZGRL is pretty much the same, but it's just that the ZGRL doesn't have the feature to turn the fan off whenever you need one, so that's a bummer. So yeah, those were the comparison of the 260 watt light. Personally for me, it's hands down that the Nanlite has better quality of light and it's a lot more reliable. And we're going to do a quick test again with the ZGRL and the Nanlite to see how it looks with a softbox on, and also to see how the light actually affects the skin tone. So we're going to do a quick test here right now. We'll switch up the key light and we'll see how the test goes. Alright, so let's break it down. Let's talk about the pros and cons of this light. The first thing I like about this product is its portability. Weighing only about 480 grams, it's highly accessible to the filmmakers. So having this light, even as a backup, is something that I see myself carrying around. Now the second good thing would be the internal batteries. The built-in battery is long-lasting and supports USB-C. Now this eliminates the need to carry extra batteries on set. It's kind of groundbreaking that this light only costs a fraction of what the 60 lights offers out in the market. Now another great thing is the price. For its price, the ZGRL-80 offers impressive features and it's bicolor. While it lacks the RGB option, it's almost complete as it is. Now let's talk about the cons. Of course, around this price, there are bound to be some downsides. First is the internal fan. The fan noise is noticeable when the light is on, and there is no option to turn it off when you need it. Additionally, the fan vents towards the front, so when the reflector of the light is attached like here, the noise amplifies, as the sound has no place to escape. Now this could be an issue for shoots where audio is critical. Now the another con would be that this light lacks the ability to adjust in fine details in the intensity options. So what I mean by that is when you go below 5% intensity, there are no options for you to go below 5%. Making fine details and fine-tuning of the light, there are no ways you can do so. Now let's talk about the another con that this light actually brings. The mount itself comes in a mini Baorong bayonet mount. Okay, that's quite hard to pronounce. Anyway, what that essentially is a Chinese mount system for these lights. If you are planning to adapt this into a Bowens mount, I think the companies must work on the adapter. But for now, we are limited with the Baorong bayonet mount. The ZGRL-80, being at its priced 60 watt light that it's battery powered, I think it's worth looking into. It does come with some cons, but for what it is and for what you get for the price, it's definitely something that we should look into. And having this light just as a backup light in my carrying bag, it's actually kind of worth it. So for those who are starting out in filmmaking, or for those who are wedding videographers or event videographer where the sound isn't really crucial, but you just need a light to power up the scene, this is worth checking out without breaking your bank. So those were my final thoughts of the ZGRL. If you're interested in picking one up, there's a link down below for you to check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.